You gotta be careful.
Took my spirit out west. Didn't pack much and I left all the rest. In the dirt, you know, I found my soul. Modern day prospector, digging for gold.
What if I told you the reason that we're standing here is LiDAR? This is a secret that I really hesitate to share. There are people encouraging me or asking me not to. And, well, unfortunately, guys, we can't keep our secrets forever. Because if I don't share this with you, you're going to be able to find it somewhere else eventually anyway. But, so, stick around for this whole video. If you pay attention, there is a chance you'll even be able to locate this exact spot. So we found some really cool treasure here. We're planning to uncover some more today, and we're also going to be exploring this drift cut. So there's that 24-foot ladder that we exposed in the last video. If you didn't see that video, I'd definitely recommend checking that out. But we're gonna take that ladder, we're gonna go down that bunker there and see, we're gonna detect the face of that quartz surface to see if there's anything reading back on the Garrett axiom. So pay attention. There'll be moments throughout this video you want to pause it and just take note of where we're at, what we're doing, and like I said, you might be able to find yourself on this piece of open BLM land. I'm not going to be giving away these spots very often. This will probably be the last time I get to come here this year. It's looking like. So with that being said, I want to share this spot with you guys and come along this journey with us. Okay, so before we go in that crazy looking hole, which I'm sketched out about, we're going to swing the detector and see if we can uncover another treasure or relic. Okay, so while we're getting set up and start swinging, find our first target, we're gonna go back over some of that LiDAR and show you how exactly we got here. From first glance, just on Google Maps, it's not very transparent or obvious that there's going to be a hole up on this ridge, and I knew right where to walk before I ever showed up on site. So let's get into it. On this MRDS map, you can actually see the location that we're at. So you might want to pause it because we're going to zoom in here in a second. So we've zoomed in on a location on that map, and for instance, between this mine site and this mine site, there were no known documented records, and if you look at it from the sky, it just looks like trees. But let me show you what LiDAR uncovers. See here that there's actually a 24-foot hole. Now we can't see the depth of that hole without actually getting there on site, but here's a hole, and above and below that there's actually quite a few more holes in between two known documented sites, like we had showed you earlier in a video, that this particular prospector mine was not documented. So we wanted to get boots on the ground and go see what we could find and uncover. That's when we uncovered that really cool Civil War picture button relic, as well as we took some ore home to test how rich it might be. Here's another image from the top. It looks just like trees on Google Maps. Now here's an area with Cal Topo, which is the website we use. We're going to put a link for all this in the description below. But there's Cal Topo, and you can see there's clearly indication of something being moved around here. Now this site, we didn't use this particular LiDAR system because we could see the rock stacks from the road, but still we can see from the LiDAR that there's definitely things moved around, and this picture is actually from that site. If you'd like a LiDAR specific video, put that in the comments. Don't forget, we're going to give more hints and clues to where this site might be. And now back to detecting. Guys, the material we're digging into, we just picked this up. We already modified it with a really strong, it's like a 100-pound magnet. I'm really impressed with how strong these magnets are. Check out this material. Nice, shaly like, which that's what the gold can be found between these two layers here. There's a shale and quartz gangue, which there's a quartz vein in here, and then the quartz vein over there. And we have a nice, not super strong, but a nice repeatable target in here. And this dirt is magnetic. See that? Just the dirt is magnetic. It's out of the hole, and it was screaming right there before I pulled it out of the hole. Now, the next hardest struggle is I forgot my scoop. I think it's back down in the bike. I don't think I'm going back to the bike to do it, so this is going to be a little bit of a challenge. Wish me luck. Super appreciate it. I'm definitely not getting in that hole until you guys hit that like button, because that is sketchy, and I'm out here solo, which is even sketchier. I'm waiting. Still waiting. Alright, thanks guys. I appreciate you. Oh, you're awesome. Interesting piece of quartz right there. We are literally, I'm standing in the hole I got that button out of, so I'm kind of curious what we might find in this hole. Now we are located around Diamond Springs. Notate that. I feel so naked without the shovel, guys. Alright, wish me luck. It's out of the hole. Alright, whatever it is in my hand. This is not the way to hunt, guys. Don't do this. It's screaming. Hopefully you guys heard that, but it's screaming. Sounds good. I don't want to do this too much with this thing's going off, because I'm enclosed by public property or private property. We're on public land, but this is enclosed by private property. That's another clue. Notate that. Whatever it is in my hand. And I think I just found it. A boot tack. Tiny boot tack. Alright, so we got a boot tack. Now must not have caught it with the magnet. Alright, we'll keep on checking. We are on another target that was really light or kind of faint at the beginning, and we started digging down and she's becoming a screamer. Along with that rock has a really faint sound in it, and when we put the detector over there, there's another, once again, loud target there. So it is kind of impressed up here. There's like an indentation where it's a little bit raised, so I don't know what we're going to find here, but it is raised up here, like maybe there's treasure chest. But once again, so this location, there's no markings on the MRDS about this particular prospect or this mine. And the one that we explored over there is quite a bit larger, 50 to 100 feet long. Probably more like 50, but 15, 20 feet deep. Same with this. This is a 20-foot hole, a pretty big prospect. There's only two reasons that it's not marked. A, they wanted to keep it a secret, or B, it just didn't produce enough to really be worth marking. So we're trying to uncover or figure out that mystery. So far, we found a pretty cool treasure. I imagine 150, 200 years ago, when that guy had lost that button off his shirt, he never would have dreamt in a million years that we'd be out here super excited to find it with a metal detector today. If you guys think he did, let me know in the comments below. Anyone that metal detects knows how harder it is to not have your plastic shovel with you, your scooper dupe, when you're out here swinging the old detector. Is that you? Sounds like she's in my hand. Sounds like it's in the Klumpski. What are we gonna find? I guess y'all can hear it now. And she's screaming, whatever it is. It's in this clump. There it is. Piece of iron. Very small piece of iron. And they're sounding like rippers. It's not a bad thing. I mean, the fact that the tiny things are sounding like rippers and I'm recovering it, that's the best you can do. The first best thing you can do is research. And once again, like I said, guys, man, something else was in there. But like I said, guys, I would not be on this spot if it wasn't for looking at A, the mines in the area, and then B, I just happened to scan through the LiDAR screening and recognize that this was BLM land, that it was open. Make sure that your land is public and open accessible. And then I happened to just say, hey, you know, this land's pretty big, and if I'm going to only be there for a few hours, how can I maximize my time there? And through my research, that's where the LiDAR came in. I said, oh my gosh, there's some really big holes up on that ridge. So I came straight here, investigated, and the second target I dug was that really cool picture button that we saw in the last video. So, alrighty guys, we just uncovered a tiny piece of metal material. Now there's a screamer down here, which is not that small. So whatever's down here, I have a suspicion is at minimum a large square nail. So let's go uncover that. Man, I'm finding targets left and right. So we got this target we're looking at here, and I just swung for a quick second, and we got another target right in here. So we'll dig that up and see what we can find. Okay, so there's plenty more targets in there, but I'm gonna show you what we found so far. At first I thought we had one of them really old cigarette tins, what's left of it, just by the shape and the way it looked. But after viewing it, we pulled out this piece, which actually has more of a lid to it, like it's got a circular structure on top that indicates it was more of like a metal bottle of some sort. So we got quite a bit of assortment of metal trash here, and there's some more in there, but I'm pretty sure it's all that bottle. And we have another target over here that we're going to go investigate, and then maybe we'll go get in that hole. These rocks have the slightest bit of, there's been a few of these which I pulled out, and they ring on the detector, so I'm excited to get them crushed up. They're heavier than what you'd expect for quartz. We'll take that back. I try to take a good bit of snacks with me. Today we brought Nutri-Grain bar from Walmart. Another round, or another rectangular bottle. I can see it looks like a piece of a bottle. We found a bunch of nails, or a nail, a few bottle or pieces of steel. I'm really lucky I uncovered that button that day. The good thing is we're recovering a lot of targets. And once again, you know, we got trees above us. And what does that mean on a satellite? You get trees above you. You wouldn't see this on a satellite because you can't see it unless you use LiDAR. Whoa. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button, guys. This is sketchy. Don't particularly enjoy heights. We're definitely using all that ladder. We made it down. Woohoo! Woohoo! We can see we got some quartz exposed there. And with all the trash we're finding out there, no more cool relics at this particular moment, we figured we might as well see if we can't find anything worth looking at in here. Now that's pretty cool. That's a nice, looks like a sulfide in there. Wow, I like the color of that quartz. That's a beautiful looking color. And that's the schist, and that's the hanging wall. So this could be incredibly rich. It's heavy, it's dense. We're gonna swing the detector and see if it was worth exploring down here. We're already getting good signs. That right there is making some she is making noise, and that's not gonna be a boot tack, my gentleman. Holy crap. Let's check this one. She's got some noise to her. That, oh my goodness. Okay. When I set the detector down, I noticed this. That's screaming too. Which this could be, no, there's a quartz vein there. Nice sliver here. Holy crap. I might have to re-edit this video because I don't know how I'm gonna give you all that. Alright, let's keep working together. Let's see what we can find. I'm sitting here like, I was gonna give you all the coordinates, but this might be something's right there too. By golly, I'm in a very vulnerable spot, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe, share this with your friends. I mean, someone could just bury my eggs right now. The wallet and everything's up there. She was just screaming on the detector. Look at that. Beautiful material. We're onto some good material. I hit ground balance. Nothing. It's not going away. So that indicates to me there's metal in there. Is it gold? Well, that sucks. I thought you guys were watching. I thought I got that whole wall falling. Luckily, hopefully that one's going. You gotta be careful. But over here, that is screaming. This piece of quartz is screaming. Hopefully it's that piece of quartz, because that wall looks just as dangerous as this one that just collapsed on me. So I gotta be careful just extracting pieces out of the wall, but I wanna see. One makes noise. We got some from there. We got some from there. All that fell. It's making noise in there too. And it looks super good in here. Like in there, it looks nice and juicy. And that vein extends all the way up there. But my ladder's right here, and I think that's creating the detector to go off. I could move it. I wish I knew more about geology, but I'm learning. Slowly but surely. Here we got that quartz vein again. And these are small little stringers, which are good. They're good for gold. then, like I said, there's something right in here that was just really setting the detector off. So I just wanted to share some of the noises going off. Not only do you have what's going on down there, but like when you hit some of these quartz veins, I have it really quiet right now. It's repeatable. And then whatever's in here. So we got noises, and at this point, we're gonna do what we can do to figure out what kind of gold's in here. We got samples, and we're gonna take them back to the home base and see if we can't uncover the mystery. So if you guys like that video, like, share, subscribe. We really appreciate it. It really helps us get back out here and share these adventures with you guys. It's quite a lot of work, taking big risks. Gonna have to get up out of here and safely make it back to camp and hopefully figure out that we got gold in this material. Until the next one, peace.